All right, so go ahead. What have you learned? What do you want to do? What's the next step? All of you, all 13 people should be, well, all 12 people should be together. Nibbles will eventually come out of the woodwork, which we'll talk about when that happens.
The fish people are hungry and they may be storing gold amongst them.
Some kind of gollywogs there living on the beach, it has to be said. But there's also been a fair amount of fighting since we've made landfall. There was a rather nasty shark, a few little squidlings taking men heads off.
Undead.
It was undead, aye. Some kind of clue to a mausoleum of some kind as well. Some kind of map. But
yeah, it looks like we need to head towards the mountains.
Yes, there was indeed also a table that gave us an idea of the direction that we should at least head into, so we can see if we can find survivors. It looks like somebody went to the effort of painting out a direction for us to take, so it'd be advised to take it.
Also need to find a good place to set up camp, a defensible position where we can find the survivors. And
that campsite was just an hour outside of the city, though, and we were attacked by goblins out there.
Indeed, when we were trying
we weren't attempting to cover our tracks, so
no.
That's why they.
You guys will notice that those goblins that attacked you, they had armbands, kind of like signifying what gang they're in, and it matched the banner that you found earlier, that sword and mountain.
Interesting.
Beware of the God, my sinuses.
And whenever you guys make your way back to the sunken town, the gollywalks are no longer there, and you'll have more or less free reign to pick through everything. So I'm just going to give you a quick rundown of some more things that you'll find. You are going to find another map. This one is a little bit more detailed, and I'll give you a link to it, but for sake of recording, I'm just telling you it is there. Give you a little bit more of an idea of what the layout of the land is. You're also going to find, let's see here. You're going to find inside of one of the carts in this area. You guys can move your tokens, it's fine, by the way. You will find a cart somewhere around here, now that the gollywalks have gone. The rest of your teammates who are already there, like Shonuff and Alistar, Arzen, they'll say that the gollywalks were not here when they got here. So you don't know where they're at. Maybe they went to the sea. I mean, they are fish people, who knows? But they're not here at the moment. You will eventually find inside of a cart 3 dilapidated porcelain dolls. Next to these dolls, there's a wood disc, has carved into it Raxan's Emporium. The flip side has salt flats carved into it. I'll copy and paste that into the chat for you readers rather than listeners. You will eventually find a saucer. It's a saucer-sized wreath. So it's like a Christmas wreath you would find. Does anybody speak Sylvan?
No.
Does the less fancy version of Elvish count?
No.
No.
But eventually, Kitus, who is a druid, would be able to take a look at it. And as a druid, he could look at this wreath and realize that the wreath is a territory marker that includes trade offerings.
I think I can hear the foul beast lording us off of his territory from here.
Nothing I can do about the foul beast. But yeah,
it's a wretched monster.
Oh, that just started barking when we started recording.
Well, of course, yes. He's been relatively quiet until the recording.
One of those goblin hounds still following us up.
I think so. All right, let me stop the recording.